Can you find the mushroom in this picture? Here they are. As you can see, they are really well hidden and it's probably great for them. Look at these gorgeous little ones. There is even more of them over here under the leaf. This is a bird nest in the tree. There is probably a second one just right here. You can see the hole and the birds flying next. Pew Pew found this colony on a part of a tree trunk. There are a bunch of other, but we will mostly take just those one, I think. We won't take them, but those were just under this lamp when. And don't forget to thank all the mushrooms for decomposing all of this woods and feeding a lot of the animals who live in this forest. And we found new one just taking another step. And there were another colony just a step aside. There we found this one and we took his little friend. And much further, look at those! We found tiny mushrooms! They are so tiny next to my finger, it's so cute! And here is new ones. We are going to take just a few of them because they are really small. Don't forget to tap the hat so that the spore can spread out.
They kind of look like those. Really thin, not really white. This one, but no, c'est pas blanc.
We are out of the forest now, and because most of the buildings are facing north, you can still find beautiful mushrooms. Look at this one that we just found. It's really strange.
Juste bouger un.
We found another type that grow on small chunk of wood, and just next to them are these really small tendril-like mushroom. Apparently, this is supposed to be a what do you call it?
Judas ear, I think. Because it looks like an ear.
And just at the entrance of this building, we found all of this. Too hard to differentiate some of them. As you can see, they are fairly similar, but we think that those, and probably this one as well, are all different species. Up. Look at the size of those ones. They are absolutely gigantic. Up. Look! They're bigger than my hand. They're just massive. If those ones are edible, we are going to be able to eat them for at least a few meals. Now we are going to try to identify the mushroom. Be really careful if you try to forage mushroom, because if you are not absolutely sure what you are getting is edible, it can be deadly. To increase our chances of correct identification of mushroom, we are going to use 4 different ways to help us. First, we are going to take pictures and use the identification of Google Lens. Second, we are going to use an AI identification for mushroom. It's called Picture Mushroom. Third, we are going to use an online encyclopedia to try to identify the mushroom. And lastly, we are going to use this book to help us identify mushroom. We are going to try to identify this one first. I think something is hiding behind it. So this is how we use Google Lens to identify the mushroom. We take the picture, then select lens, and then we try to find something that look at least a bit like the mushroom we have in the suggestion response. Unfortunately, this time we didn't find anything conclusive at all. Secondly, we use this app to try to identify the mushroom. You need to take a picture in the side, the top and the bottom of the mushroom, as you can see in the video. And once it's done, it's proposed to you a bunch of different results, and you can try and see if one of them look like the mushroom you have. Unfortunately, this time again, even if we found things that looked like them physically, they are not the same size, ergo they are not the mushroom we are looking for. Thirdly, we are going to use le guide des champignons with a site where we can select the different characteristics of a mushroom and try to find out which mushroom is related to. But spoiler alert, once again, we are not sure at all if the results are conclusive or not. Also, it's actually really hard to know the proper characteristic for a mushroom, because even the same species can have a really different appearance, even if they come from the same body of mushrooms. Their age changes their appearance as well, and we are not knowledgeable enough to know about them. Okay, so it's actually really depressing because, as you can see, most of the identification technique we just used were ineffective, and we are just trying to read the book. For example, it gave us a lovely new expression to talk about mushroom. Apparently, mushroom can be bearded, but we have no idea what this means.
For the vocabulary, we need to go to the glossary.
Yes, we're at this point right now. So far using the book has been a humbling experience. For example, we are doing a sparring. Tested the cap on the white paper so that we can see the color of the spore after a few hours of letting it lay on there. Now that we did use a proper guide, we realize we have way too little knowledge about how to properly identify mushroom, and we were probably going to get no results concluent at all during this video. So our best course of option will be to first read the book and later try to identify more mushrooms. But so far our experience have still taught us a few things. Firstly, it's better to identify them when they are fresh. C'était pour te voir. So first we are going to read more of the book, but because it's going to be really boring, we're probably going to stop the video here. So we hope you had fun watching us failing to identify the mushroom, and we will see you later. And hopefully we are going to get better really quick, and we're going to show you cool stuff with mushrooms.